innovation, creativity, it's changing. So let's understand, first of all, what is changing in terms of innovation, in terms of creativity. We have three industry stalwarts from diverse industry backgrounds, all three of them working in three different geographies per se. Sarendra working in India, Radharamanja has worked in UAE as well as now in Germany. Prashant has spent quite some time in US and now coming back to India. So together across geographies, across cultures, and with the impact of tech and people's changing sensibilities regarding work, what is the impact or what are the changes that we are observing in creativity and innovation? Let me first pose that question to Prashant.
Thank you, Hemant. So just to give a perspective, I spent about 7 years of my life in the US and have recently come back to India. The first thing that anybody would come when come back to India is to set up bank accounts or set them right. So when I walked into one of the bank branches here, I was pleasantly surprised to see that none of the counters that I was used to seeing before I left for the US were present, and it resembled an open office, right? Everybody had laptops, had mobile devices, and I just walked into one person, and I got all my work done sitting at just one location, one desk. So right from resetting my passwords, getting my locker updated, and so on and so forth. So since I did not have to move about to different people, my work was very easily done, and that got me thinking as to how business has changed in terms of how the interactions with customers would happen at the bank. Having said that, it also got me thinking on how systems and processes are now being designed or have to be designed, keeping this new paradigm of serving the customer, and how flexible these systems and processes need to be so that it can cater to varied requests from customers and to ensure that all the requests can be accomplished at one place. So having said that, when I also interacted with the bank employee, I realized that their job role has also changed significantly. Earlier, a cashier would be only responsible for managing the cash input inward and outward. But now, a typical bank employee not only has to manage walk-ins, understand the concerns, and address their needs, but also have specific targets with respect to business development. So, right from fixed deposits to gold loans. That basically means the very role that employees go about today has taken a dramatic shift, which also means that AI today can lend a helping hand to these employees by giving contextual information of the customer they're interacting with, specific pointers on how to improve the share of business with that particular customer. That way, the productivity with which a employee works can dramatically increase and also help with respect to achieving his or her KPIs. Thank you, Hemant.
Fantastic, fantastic. Lovely experience, I would say, and a lovely example of how things have changed as a process or the way of working. Okay, so let's move on for another perspective to Radharamanja.
Yeah. So, I mean, I totally agree with what Prashant said, right? I personally believe that we are living in an era where innovation and creativity is not driven by organization. If you take example, 5, 10 years ago, right? If you take example of a FMCG giant, right? Unilever or PNG used to come up with a new product, and then customer used to get excited about it. But that's not the case anymore. Now that this innovation and creativity are induced by customer, right? And if you see a couple of example, right? So YouTube have short video format, right? Instagram have short video format. This is not something that they have invented, but this is what they have understood from the customer demand, that customer have a short span time, and therefore they came up with the kind of idea of that. Also take example of Nike by You, wherein you can customer can choose what kind of band they want. So, and also if you look at, for example, at the customer service perspective, customer is expecting 24/7 customer service. So you have to come up with AI bots, right? And also from the customer feedback perspective. So in a sense, I believe that in the current era, innovation and creativity is more customer induced rather than business induced, right? And when you really want to build this kind of innovation and creativity, it is very, very important that it is not just limited to a function of chief, transformation or strategy, but it should get democratized across the function. So right, every function have to think about innovation and creativity, not just one or two function, right? And if you really want to get this out of your organization as such, it's very important that innovation and creativity goes beyond the boundary, right, beyond the geography. So you have to really bring that diversity factor into picture to really foster this kind of innovation and creativity across the businesses.
Fantastic, fantastic perspective there. Thank you very much, Radharaman. And now we come to Sarendra, your perspective on what's changing with innovation and creativity.
I think innovation, a lot of innovations are happening in product processes, services, manufacturing, and other different areas, The way I think about, there are generally, broadly, I would say two types of innovation. One is about incremental or continuous one, where you have a product and then you keep on adding the features to it and making it better. Second one is disruptive innovations that changes the whole market, that changes the completely your product. It creates a new market and it changes the way of living. And one such example, I would say, in recent decade is online shopping platform. To take an example of Amazon, I am never really a fan. Couple of years back, buying things online, I used to go to market, look at the product once, and then buy it. But my experience has completely changed now. With a lot of products are available in online platform which are not available on the shops. Second is all digital payment apps which helps you to pay quickly. And then third is smartphones. Mobile industry has changed a lot. So you see not just in bigger cities like Pune, Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, but even a small town, you would find people are having smartphones, and there is good internet connection which helps them to navigate through it and buy it. And also one of the thing is like one day delivery, and if you don't like the product, you can return it. But that was not the earlier experience. So I think the way people are thinking about it's completely changed. And they also give it a Prime, Amazon Prime membership, to take an example, where you get entertainment free with the faster delivery. So being a user, I never thought that I would like to have things like that, but certainly that has been created. So it has changed the way we are living now. So many things are changing, and yeah, that's wonderful experience being a user.
Fantastic examples. I think all three of you, while you have talked from three different perspectives and angles, I think the common thread running through all of that is the customer driving innovation, the customer driving organizations to innovate and get creative in terms of what to do and what should not be done.